my name is Kayla O'Mara. My students call me Miss K or Miss Kayla. And this is my boyfriend Jesse. And today we're going to talk about cognitive learning theories, or theories that explain learning in terms of people's thinking, process involved, organizing and using their knowledge, or just memory in general. So today, Jesse, we're just going to go over memory and how we memorize things as students. First, I want to give you my phone number. So if you have any questions today, you can call me back later. So my number is 867-5309.
867-5309. 867-5309.
Okay. Did you get that on your phone number?
Yep.
On your phone? Okay. So right now, we could see that Jesse used a couple different forms of memory. He used repetition by restating my phone number over and over again. He also used chunking in the fact that he said 867-5309. He kept on memorizing it, and he uses phonological loop, or his short-term memory, which in itself gives you 1 second for visionary or 2 to 4 seconds for auditory. Since he heard me, he has 2 to 4 seconds of memory. So when I told him my phone number, that is how he remembered it. Okay, so Jesse, after we're done with this video, I need you to go do me a couple things. Can you run to the grocery store and pick up milk, eggs, butter, bread, cheese, tomatoes.
Hold on, let me get a list out. Milk, eggs, butter,
cheese, eggs, milk.
cheese, eggs,
Okay.
milk. Okay.
So how we did this was Jesse first off said, or he tried remembering it, which means he was trying his mnemonic form of memory, which he was remembering the list. Okay. Now, since he stopped me, said slow down, I need to write a list, or technology these days, type it in my phone. He uses meta memory and decided to write that down. Also, he uses organizational skills by taking down that list. Jesse, you look a lot more alert than you normally do today. What did you do?
I had a hard time waking up this morning, and I knew I needed to focus, so I had a cup of coffee.
Okay, so what did coffee do for you in this aspect? Does coffee help you learn?
No, it just helped me to wake up to be more alert.
Okay, perfect. So Jesse understands how he needs to be alert throughout his day. He uses his metacognition, knowing about how he knows or learns and wakes up throughout the day, and he uses his meta attention, or knowledge over the control of his ability to pay attention. So yes, he had coffee. Jesse, what is your birthday?
October 13th, 1990.
Okay, so my birthday is October 5th, 1993. In this process, Jesse used his long-term memory to remember that his birthday was October 13th. His parents told him a long time ago that his birthday was October 13th. So he used encoding from remembering his long-term memory, and his retrieval, and he's going to encode my birthday into his brain, and he's going to remember that so he doesn't forget to give me a present on October 5th. Okay. Jesse, can you find me the area of this pentagon? How do you find the area of that pentagon?
Well, first off, I can see that it's broken down into a square and a triangle, so you want to separate the two. Find the area of the square first, and then find the area of the triangle and add them together.
Perfect. So what Jesse used here is his visual spatial sketch pad, and found out that he needs to first break off the square and then the triangle to find the area of a pentagon. He also uses working memory to solve that problem. Okay, Jesse, can you tell me what a zoo looks and smells like?
Pretty much a zoo smells like a farm on steroids, and it looks pretty organized because all the animals are in cages in certain locations.
Okay. So what Jesse did here is he's using his sensory memory, what it smelled like, what it sounded like, what it looked like, so on and so forth. Jesse, what were you doing the day of 9/11, and what happened that day?
I was getting ready for school, and I saw on the news that the Twin Towers had been attacked.
Okay. So now we're looking at his long-term memory. September 11th happened quite a long time ago. So he's using his episodic memory or his own experience. He is declaring facts of what happened. And all of that is through his long-term memory. Okay? Jesse, what is 1/2 plus 1/4? And how do you find that answer?
The answer is 3/4, and you find that answer by finding a common denominator, which it would be a fourth, and 1/2 is equal to 2/4. So you add 2/4 and 1/4 together to equal 3/4.
In this example, Jesse used procedural knowledge and found a procedure on how to solve the problem and then solved it. He used conditional knowledge by knowing when to use the procedural knowledge. Jesse, what does Utah look like?
Looks like a messed up square.
Do you have mountains?
Yeah. It has a lot of mountains, a lot of valleys, a lot of red rocks, trees, lakes.
Does it remind you of Montana at all?
Scenery, yeah.
Okay. So in this example, Jesse used imagery to tell us what Utah looked like, and also he used an analogy as far as Montana looking a lot like Utah. Jesse, can you say your alphabet for me, please?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Okay, now say it backwards, please.
Z, Y, X.
Okay, stop. So what we're trying to do here is we are retrieving out of our long-term memory. We learned as kids how to say our ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so on and so forth, okay? Now, what we're going to do is when we say it backwards, it's not as easy as it is for us because we need we know them alphabetically instead of in categorizing them. As teachers, we need to engage all students. We need to eliminate distractions like turning off phones. We need to call on students. We need to make important memory strategies. Use visual aids such as tables, charts, and pictures. Jesse, are you ready for your test now?
No.
Remember, working memories are limited. Don't put your students in a mental overload. Have a great day, and thank you for listening.